live today, as I do every Thursday at 12 p.m., is all about a high school dance that I went to. Is actually my first high school dance that I had as at an all-girls school. This was many years ago. And I tried to do this video last week and it didn't work. And even today, I don't know why my picture won't come in, but I will post that later. So thanks for joining me because every Thursday I come onto YouTube to bring some wisdom for anybody out there, especially women. Women is my target audience, to talk about a place, a story, an experience, something in my life that I went through or had going on, maybe in my thought process, wherever. And I want to make sure that I am speaking to women who feel the same way that I do or have felt the same way that I do. And so this video today is about high school. And I had a dance that we were not allowed to invite anybody to our dances until we were sophomores in high school. And so the story goes there was a guy who I knew really liked me and who actually I was paying attention to his kindness and his generosity and his sweetness and all of these wonderful qualities that probably every woman would look for in a man as a partner or just a partner. And this guy had started calling me, and then we were supposed to ask our dance date to the dance, to this first dance. We're 15 or 16 years old. We're at an all girls school. And I had a crush on another guy that I'd had for a while. And this guy was the safer choice because I knew that I wouldn't get into a conundrum of not knowing how to act or be because I didn't feel worthy if I went with a guy who was already really in like with me. And so I chose the guy, the crush that I had had for a while, even though I knew that he was only going to the dance with me as a friend. His cousin was my very good friend. And she said to me, Melissa, he's not going to go to the dance with you because he likes you. He's going to go as a friend. And I said, oh, okay. But that was the safer choice for me. Have you ever been in a situation where you chose safety over being maybe uncomfortable or willing to grow? Because that's what was being offered to me in this moment. And this moment was a pivotal moment for my life, for the rest of my life. Thank you so much for the likes and the hearts. I really appreciate you. And so I ended up going to this dance, and this guy, hello, this guy that I actually did not take to the dance, who wanted me to ask him to the dance, he was there with someone else. So we ended up dancing together. And at the time, because I knew that he had feelings for me and I had feelings for him, but was unwilling to show those, it didn't turn into anything. And we ended up just becoming friends. But thank you so much for that. But I wonder if I had made a different choice, what would have happened? Have you ever done that? Tell me in the chat if there has been an instance in your life where you chose the safety and security over taking a risk, even when your heart told you to take the risk, because that's what I didn't do. And lo and behold, and I won't make this video super long because I could write a book about this relationship that I've had with this man for 40 years, 39 years, almost 40, since I was 15. That tells you how old I am. And I've had a relationship with him on and off since we were 15 years old. And it's really fascinating what transpired over all those many years. And of course, he's a soul connection. And probably some of you have had soul connections like this, even twin flame connections, because I believe he's my twin flame. But sometimes we don't end up with our twin flames. But needless to say, it goes back to worth. And this is why I created a women's program, because years ago, when I was in my marriage and I didn't know how to get out of it, and I knew that I couldn't stay in this marriage any longer because I was with someone who was very unhealthy and he was unwilling to grow in any way, shape, or form. And I'd been married for a while and I had 3 children. But I went through this process of creating a program, and it's called Find Your Fire. And I created this because I wanted women to have a resource or a way to tap in to their hearts and into what their soul was calling them to do regarding chasing dreams and desires, going after something that they wanted, or getting rid of something that they knew had been finished serving them. Like me, my marriage. I knew my marriage had served its purpose and I was done and I was willing to move forward. So this program, it's a 5 module program. You can do it at your own pace. If you're interested in learning more about it, you can go to my website, reclaimrebuildrestore.com. But my true passion is helping women become empowered to take charge of their lives and go after things and rise into leadership, into love, into more self-compassion, more self-love, more self-worth. And that is why I come on these videos every Thursday. So if you have a question, first of all, if you want me to do some coaching with you, some help with you, I'm an intuitive, I'm highly intuitive. I would love to help you. But I will continue my story. So, oh, thank you. That's so kind of you. I really appreciate it. So with this dance, I ended up going to this dance with somebody who I had a crush on, but he didn't like me back, and that was the safer choice. And that kind of defined where I was. I wasn't willing to take a risk at that time. And that defined my future because what ended up happening was this guy and I parted friends, but the true man that I really, or guy at the time, the true guy that I really wanted to go with, we ended up becoming good friends, but I always held back. I always held back my feelings. Have you ever done that? You hold back your feelings because you're scared. What if they don't like me? I don't want to be vulnerable. What if they reject me? And that's not truly living. So I hope you all in your life are living. Living means going after what you want. Living means taking risks. Living means being vulnerable. Living means doing things that, and I know this is a term, I don't like it, out of your comfort zone. Let's use a different word, pushing your edge. Living is pushing your edge and trying new things, even though maybe you're a little worried about what people will think. And that is what I constantly do in my life because this was such a valuable lesson when I was a teenager about how I denied my feelings because I didn't feel worthy. And I know everyone out there watching and listening has experienced something like this. It doesn't have to be a relationship, it could be with a job, it could be with an amount of money that you want to create. It could be about, having, a dream vacation that you want to go in and you don't feel worthy. You don't feel worthy to spend the money. You don't feel worthy to have the house of your dreams. You don't feel worthy to have the relationship of your dreams. And it all goes back, especially for women, to that we don't value ourselves because we've been trained and we've been suppressed and oppressed to not trust ourselves, to not trust our intuition, to not follow our hearts. And that's what I did because I had been trained through religion and through the patriarchal system that I wasn't worthy, that I wasn't enough, that I didn't have the right clothes or the right shoes or the right jewelry or the right hairdo or the right nails or the right whatever. And I know that there are so many women out there who feel exactly like I do because I'm constantly immersing myself in groups where women come to me and say, I don't feel enough. I don't feel valuable. I don't feel worthy. And I've mentored many of those people as well. My day is great. How is your day? And so every Thursday, I come on here because I want to make sure that I am giving some wonderful, amazing support to women who need that upliftment and who need to find more compassion, more love, and more value for themselves. And so if anybody has a question, I would love for you to put it in the chat. And maybe you have had a similar experience to mine that you felt as though, oh, good, I'm so happy you're saying that, where you felt as though you didn't feel worthy or valuable or enough. And so you turned away from, you decided not to do something that you knew your heart called you to do because of fear. And that's all about what I teach. Taking the fear, facing everything and rising. Face everything and rising. Or you can do this, forget everything and run, which is what I did when I was in high school. And I did this a lot because I didn't feel as though I was worthy or valuable or good enough or pretty enough or whatever I felt. And high school is a really hard time. And I understand that when people are in high school, usually they're not maybe the most confident people because there's a lot of pressure in high school. And I felt that pressure, not in every area of my life, but I definitely felt it when it came to relationships. And so there's so many facets to where we can feel insecure, to where we don't feel like we're worthy or enough. And maybe you're not going after a promotion in your job because you think, oh, I won't get it. Or maybe your heart is set on being an entrepreneur, but you don't know how to do it. And you think, oh my gosh, I'll never get there. How will I earn any money? Or you're just insecure about trying new things, going out. You've always wanted to learn to play a musical instrument, or you've always wanted to, travel overseas. There's so many places that we truly don't live out of fear. And I know that I want to live my life. And so, wherever it may be that I need to take a risk, that I need to step into a place that makes me a little nervous, a little anxious, a little scared, then I'm going to do it. And I would encourage you to do it as well, because we don't have that many years in each lifetime. And our purpose here, you all, is to evolve, not devolve, evolve. And if you're not evolving and not going after those things that scare the bejeebers out of you because you know in your heart that you're meant to do them, then you're missing out. And you're going to end up when you're 80 or 90 and you're going to be saying, oh, I wish I would have. I'm in so much regret. Why didn't I? And that's where we don't want to end up. We want to end up in a place when we're at our place of transition at the end of our lives where we're saying, I'm so grateful that I did all of these things that I didn't think that I could do or have or be or whatever, because that is truly living. So, thank you for joining me today on my live. I hope that you all, wherever you are in the world, are having a fabulous day. And thank you for liking my video. Thank you for subscribing. Maybe you want to share this with another woman in your life who doesn't feel worthy. And I have loads of videos on my channel that you are welcome to share, or maybe you want to direct them to my website, reclaimrebuildrestore.com, because I am all about helping women reclaim their power, rebuild their intuition, and restore grace to their lives through focused action. Because women, we need to really step into our power. And it is time. We've been being prepared, and it is time for us to truly step in to our amazing power. And if you're a woman out there listening, I hope that you realize how valuable you are and how much you mean to our planet and our earth. And the planet and the earth is a divine feminine. Gaia is feminine. So, and I've been really passionate this week in a priestess class, and on top of that, reading and listening to a woman who was definitely about women rising. And we need to do it, you all. We need to do it. And I'm here to support you. So have a super duper day. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Thank you for just being you. And I will look forward to connecting with you as I do. Oh, have a good day. Next Thursday, every week, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, as long as I can get on this platform, which sometimes it's just really a challenge. I don't know why, but I will look forward to connecting with you. Oh, thank you so much. Next week, Thursday, I hope I can be on here at noon. I'm driving my dog to a farm, but because I'm getting ready to take a trip myself. So thank you for being here. I look forward to connecting with you again soon. Have a great day and go find your fire.